getting angry right now. Fuck it, I'll just record the damn thing and let it go, man. I'm disgusted.
Take a breather. Take a breather.
I have. Why is it doing this? Anyways, okay. I don't know why it's doing this shit. I'm angry. I'm pissed off. It's just I'm sick and tired of this crap happening. I don't even know what I did. I don't know if it's the GIF I'm using or the image that I don't know what it is, man. But we'll just. And Keith, what the heck are you doing?
Oh, I was putting clothes from the washing machine to the dryer.
Mute yourself, bro. Keep telling you that.
Alright, I'm going back in my room now.
Okay.
Earl needs some heaven songs.
Go to bed heaven right now.
Yeah.
Keith, it's not muted.
I, as always.
Oh,
Keith, mute essay.
okay. I'm in my room right now with the door closed. I just got in my room.
Must be a paper
Fuck.
thin door, man.
Nah, but I wasn't in my room before. I was getting my clothes from the dryer. I was putting clothes from the washing machine into the dryer. But now I'm done with that. So let's see. Let's go to 1986 Bon Jovi.
So, RP, you want to discuss music scandals?
How'd you open it?
Hey.
What's up? And who's outside right now?
Jacob RP, you want to discuss musical scandals?
There we go.
All right. You ready, Brian? Brown, you ready?
I'm ready. Yeah. I'm recording it right now, and I'll just upload it. Upload it later on. Just let it go at that. You know.
That's essentially what it does anyway.
All right.
All right, there. All right, so everybody knows there's a lot of scandals that goes on between managers, the artists,
All right.
you know, the record labels. You know, we heard it multiple times in the past. Record label wants the artist or the band to do something, to change their image, to do something with their music. They try to make the artist into their making, into their mode, and the artist usually fires back saying, hey, "Let us be what we want us to be," and the record label's like, "No, you got to be this way to sell records. You got to do this to sell records." There, I mean, it's happened multiple times before there. And it often happens with multiple genres, whether it's punk rock, industrial, whether it's a heavy metal, or just basically regular classic or regular rock. It's happened multiple times. It's happened with the band Boston. It's happened with artists like John Mellencamp. He had issues with his record label. It's rearranging his songs around here. You know, many artists have had issues with their management just as well. The management at that time in the 1970s and 80s ripped off a lot of the artists that we grew up listening to, whether it's Springsteen, Frampton, Sabbath, Grand Funk Railroad. You know, many of these artists had to take their managements to court many times. Even the band Boston. The old manager that Tom Schultz had was taking a cut out of his music there. So Schultz had to file suit against the guy there. Later on, CBS Records took Schultz and his band Boston to court because they were taking too damn long for the third record to come out. And Walter Yedikoff, who was the head of CBS at that time, he was really laying the smackdown on Schultz. Because when you release an album, you keep earning a certain amount of royalties, I guess, each month. Yendikov came up with the idea of simply shutting down those payments of royalty money until that album was going to be delivered. But Schultz, who was also an inventor, invented a contraction called the Rockman, a little rock, something where you can plug your guitar into the size of a Walkman, cassette playing Walkman there. He earned lots of thousands of dollars from that contraction there. He took the money he earned from it and got himself a good lawyer, got himself out of the contract with CBS. He later signed with MCA Records, released 2 studio albums with that label. And of course, everything went A-OK. However, Boston, the first Boston album and the second record, No Don't Look Back, was still under copyright to CBS, which later became Sony Entertainment in 1991 when Tony Montana took over the company there. And I guess, and I guess we understand, Schultz, he's still making records. I guess he still is, but it's under independent releases there. Now, they still continue to tour, but this is how record labels can be, Look how many times the Beatles went to war with Capitol Records here in the U.S. there. They tried to Paul McCartney tried many times to get a hold of the copyrights of all those Beatles songs. Now, we don't know who, I guess now the songs are now owned by Apple Corps Limited. Since Michael Jackson's passed away in 2009, he held ownership of those songs that McCartney and Lennon wrote in the 60s there. And I guess the story was, after Jackson's passing in 2009, I guess the ownership of those songs are now ownership under Apple Corps, which owns everything Beatles, including the T-shirts, the logos, and everything else there, including the band's original logo and the Apple symbol logo there for Apple Records. And now there were a lot of record label issues between the Sisters of Mercy, one of England's most respected goth rock bands. Story was, the sisters filed suit against WEA, which is Warner Elektra Atlantic. Those 3 record labels merged into one to form WEA International back in 1981. And I guess there was issues between the 2 sides there. And as a result, the sisters vowed never to put out an album ever again. The last studio record was Vision Thing, and that was back in 1990. Now the sisters still tour with Andrew Eldridge, the frontman, as the only original member. But it would be nice to hear some new sisters music once in a while there. But unfortunately, because of the circumstances, it may not happen. Now, many managers, in the past, as we mentioned, has ripped off their artists left and right. Peter Frampton, he found out that his management has not been paying him his full amount. Black Sabbath, they found out that their management, owned everything, the copyrights of their music, the houses, the cars that they were driving, that they were living in as well there. I mean, it took how many years for Sharon Osbourne, the daughter of Don Arden, who was managing Sabbath at that time, in the later years. There was a lot. It took how many years for Sharon to get his or her husband out of that original contract, and it cost him lots and lots of money in the process. And of course, now Black Sabbath, unfortunately, they still don't own the rights of their original albums. That's still under, I guess, whoever it was. I'm not too sure who owns the copyrights, but the designs and the logos for the shoes and shirts that comes out now, that's owned by Black Sabbath now. Thankfully, there. Bruce Springsteen, he had to file suit against his original manager because he was getting all the royalty money from the songwriting and publishing and radio airplay there. It took how many years for him to get out of that contract? John Landau, who now manages Springsteen, he has done the right thing, and making sure Bruce gets his full amount of money there. In fact, you look at every Springsteen album that comes out now, it will say copyright and patented by Bruce Springsteen. The same thing with John Mellencamp. When he was still John Cougar, later John Cougar Mellencamp, there was a lot of issues between the two sides there. Mercury Polygram at that time was rearranging his songs, try to get him to be like this, be like that there. Companies will do that because they figure, this is what the kids are into. We got to follow along with that. And many artists, unaware artists, will try to follow that, and they realize that record we made years ago was a shit show of a record. That is in the case of the band Ministry. Alan Jorgensen recorded With Sympathy in 1983, and it was to follow along with the Human League, Heaven 17, all these techno pop bands out there like Soft Cell, and it took
Oh
how
man.
many years for Jorgensen to now embrace that album? Because years before, he encouraged fans not to buy the album, but to shoplift it. He even called it a complete abortion of a record at one point.
All right. Um, Keith, look at some scandals. The rap.
All right, I'm trying to ask you.
And also, I'm going to offer this advice here. You got to be. There are many bands out there. They're looking to get signed to record labels out there. When the prominent thing nowadays is to start your own record label and have it distributed like either BMG, Sony, Universal. That's now seemed to be the better option.
All right. I think I have the biggest scandal, and we need to really, get into this, get our opinions, because there's a lot of opinions. Michael Jackson stuff. Michael Jackson is accused of child abuse. Do y'all know when that started? What year and all that? Because I wasn't around.
That originally started in 1993 when this.
Which would y'all agree that's the biggest, most talked about scandal in music? Michael Jackson's issue.
Pretty much, yeah. For about how many years up until his death?
Yeah, that was probably the biggest. Yeah,
it was, and probably the most joked and mocked, subject on every comedy routine, every talk show. The amounts of remarks, the jokes was endless on that subject there. I mean, like, gosh, it first started back in 1993 when the FBI raided the Neverland Ranch. And then there were reports coming out that a 13-year-old at that time boy was saying that Michael Jackson probably was touching him in the wrong places there. Now, Michael Jackson was on tour in I guess, I don't know which other country it was, but the story was, he apparently, what it was is that he said he would fight this whole thing. He had to go to the LAPD, to show his genitals, and to everybody. He had to photograph him, left and right.
What?
Yeah, they did. There was a lot of jokes about that by the many comedians and talk shows at that time.
Yo, Dr. Earl, I know when you want to do stuff for the Illuminati, they lift you up, but when you want to get out of the Illuminati, they will shame you, make people hate you, make people forget you, and then they kill you. After they make people forget about you.
That's apparently that's what they according to Minnesota Silver Roll hunter and Vikings fan, that apparently it happened with Prince.
Keith, would you like to join the Illuminati?
No. Actually, I got a message on my Instagram to join the Illuminati. And
I had that
I
on Twitter as well. There, some guy was
yeah
like, I had to try to add me as a follower. He asked me to follow him back, so I did so. And then I get a DM on there saying, "Welcome to the Lunanami." It's like, you motherfucker! I dropped his bitch ass. And there was this other fool on the on Facebook who added me as a buddy. He's like, he messages me after trying to add me as a friend, said, "Would you like to join the Lunanami and get all that your heart's desire?" I'd said
yeah
fuck no, and I didn't accept his friend request. I even blocked the son of a bitch. Probably some Fruit Loop out there trying to present himself as cool and all that shit there. Remember, there are a lot of Fruity Loops out there who don't give a shit there.
yeah. And then they told me you could get any house you want for free. Just pick out
Yeah,
any
right.
house.
Sure, there.
Uh, and so my mom doesn't believe in the Illuminati. She thinks it's all fake. So I showed her the Instagram message I got about they come to me to want me to join the Illuminati. My mom says, "And block that person. It's probably just a scammer."
Yes, most likely. There's so many scammers out there, you don't even know which is which out there. They could come out there, tempting you with little fake headlines like, "Oh my!" I had this one on my phone message just saying, "Tiger Woods just died in a car wreck. Click on here to find out." So I looked.
Yeah,
Instead of that, I removed it. Then I went to Google Tiger Woods. The dude is still alive. It's all
yeah. No, but
bullshit.
I'm not. But like that's not what I was saying. Like, have you ever got a thing that says join the Illuminati and you thought it was a scammer?
No, I never got any of those. Never got any
Yeah,
of that. But I
yeah.
see where
So
you're coming from, man.
right, it was like join the Illuminati. You'll get your free house. You'll get all your desires. And I was like, I was showing this to my mom to prove that it exists, and my mom just blew it off. Like, oh, it's probably just a scammer. Block it.
But
I mean,
then
I
again,
was
you see where she's coming from because motherfuckers out there will use anything they can, to tempt you to buy into their bullshit.
okay.
But
Yeah.
either way, avoid either one.
Okay.
Yo, this is crazy. Listen to this.
Hmm.
There's nothing music but wrestling. So, the Jersey Shore it's still on TV, right? I watch it, and one of the stars, JWoww, who was in it, right?
Yeah.
She's her fiance is an AEW wrestler.
Oh, really? Which
And
one?
he's not, he was some guy called Zach Clayton, and he's not like a big star there. He's just part of the roster. I mean, he's a lower tier. He's still an
Mid
AEW,
card.
yeah, he's still a professional wrestler. So it came out that he wants her to join him as a wrestler.
Mm. Well, learn
And
to take some bumps and bruises, kid.
that's
There.
crazy. Wow. But anyways, Keith, let's dive into this Drake thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that in the chat here. He doesn't write his own rap tunes or what?
Well,
That's
okay. This has been going on since 2012. Pusha T has been dissing Drake about not. Many people have been dissing Drake about how he doesn't write his own music.
oh wait. All right, so I gotta finish that because there's a way bigger news story that I forgot about Robert Plant. We need
Oh,
to dive.
really? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, we got to talk about that, man. I just heard about this now, man. You got to let me know the detail on Heath. What's up with him?
basically saying him nowadays performing any Led Zeppelin, it doesn't do anything for him. That's why he does his thing with Ass and Krause. But someone Keith looked that up in Blabbermouth.
Okay.
I'm gonna read that. But finish up the Drake thing real quick.
Yeah.
Yo, so, like Drake, Pusha T put out a diss song in 2012. Many other people put out diss songs about Drake not writing his own music. So Drake finally replied to Pusha. Pusha T came out with Infrared in 2012, 2018, and then 3 days later, Drake came out with Duppy, talking dissing Pusha T about how he don't write shit, but he. Okay, most of my favorite Drake hits are written by Quentin Miller. Quentin Miller is the ghostwriter for Drake. So Drake said, "Man, you made this shit as easy as ABCs. Whoever supposedly not making hits, but whoever supposedly making me hits, but ain't got no hits, sound like they need me." So like Drake found this guy from working at Kroger, and he was trying to help the guy. And Quentin Miller is like this genius writer, and like writes a lot of stuff. But Drake wrote back to back to Meek Mill. 'Cause Meek Mill dissed Drake with like I forgot I forgot the name of Meek Mill's diss song, but he's talking about Quentin Miller being Drake's ghostwriter, and like he and then so Drake made this stupid song called Charged Up, and then Drake made Back to Back, and then Back to Back was one of the greatest rap disses of all time, dissing Meek Mill. Then Pusha T comes out in 2018 with Infrared, which means he's gonna take a shot. So Drake in 2018, like 2 days later, Drake came back with Duppy, this freestyle like dissing fucking Pusha T. It's an amazing song, and Pusha T came out with to district the story of Adonis, how Drake doesn't see his son not that much, and Drake like neglecting his son. Drake's hiding his son from the world. So Drake went back to his album Scorpion, and he changed some like lyrics. He changed some lyrics, and he's like, "Yo, I'm not hiding my son from the world. I'm hiding the world from my son." But now you see on YouTube that like Drake is putting videos out of him spending time with his son, and
All right, so let's dive into this Led Zeppelin thing. If real quick, when we get back to the scandals, but we need this is big shit. This is big news.
Mm-hmm.
The most important bands, and they're all alive, pretty much.
Okay,
Drummer,
let me type it. You want me to read it?
Yeah, read it normal, please.
Yes, read it normal. Yes.
All right, Blabbermouth, Led Zeppelin.
Robert
I
Plant.
guess all right. Robert Plant says performing with Led Zeppelin wouldn't satisfy his need to be stimulated. In a new interview with the Los Angeles Times, Led Zeppelin legend Robert Plant spoke about how his voice has changed over time. He said, "I know that the full open-throated falsetto that I was able to concoct in 1986 carried me through until I was tired of it. Then the sort of exaggerated personality of vocal performance morphed and went somewhere else. But as a matter of fact, I was playing Reykjavik in Iceland. What about 3 years?
Wavazig.
Reykjavik in Iceland. 3 years ago, just before COVID. It was misdemeanor night. There was a festival, and I got my brand, and I said, "Okay, let's do immigrant song." They'd never done it before. We just hit, and bang, there it was. I thought, "Oh, I didn't think I could do that." When Los Angeles Times writer Michael Wood told plenty of fans would love to hear him do it with Led Zeppelin, Plant said, "Going back to the font to get some kind of massive applause, it doesn't really satisfy my need to be stimulated." Asked if that makes him feel like an outlier among his classic rock peers, Robert said, "I know there are people from my generation who don't want to stay home, and so they go out and play. If they're enjoying it and doing what they need to do to pass the days, then that's their business, really." Despite promoter-led attempts to get Led Zeppelin to reform a series of concerts, Plant has remained committed to his new musical direction in the roots and blues-based American feel. Led Zeppelin's December 10th, 2007 performance during the Erdogan tribute concert was chronicled on the band's 2012 Celebration Day CD and DVD.
Yeah.
The set
Which is great, by the way.
Yeah, I heard that as well there. It was to celebrate the head of Atlantic Records
The
who
story
signed
behind
him.
it
Yeah,
is they did that. You know, the son played drums and everything,
yeah, Jason
and
Bonham.
like it went so well and everything that everyone like was for sure that they're gonna bring it to a U.S. tour, and then
Yeah,
Plant was like, "Nah, you know, I'm
yeah,
fine, I'm good."
yeah. He doesn't want to go back into the past. He wants to move forward, basically.
But no one likes that shit. Who fucking wants the Alison Krauss bullshit? No one's into that.
Well, I
Like,
know. Well, there's some people. There are lots of people out there because I know. I think it won that the first record they did won a Grammy, if I'm correct. There.
you know how big, huge a Led Zeppelin tour would be,
Oh,
especially if they had like,
absolutely. Yeah.
bro, if they had fucking what's that band that sounds like them open for them?
Greta Van Fleet.
That would be hilarious. That would be cool though.
Yeah,
You
be
know.
interesting. Gosh. But the problem is, I think when you look at all the bullshit that happened with Led Zeppelin during the later years, I mean, like, with the terms of all the tragedies that they had throughout the later years of their existence, it kind of Robert Led Plant is kind of reluctant, maybe because of that. Because remember, we talked about it a few times. Robert Plant's son died from an illness in 1977. He almost died in a car wreck in Athens, Greece. Jimmy Page apparently had some sort of a madman planning to kill him. The band was robbed out of thousands of dollars while they were performing at Madison Square Garden in 1973 there. And that footage was, as we know, ended up in The Song Remains the Same movie. And later on in 1980, after they were about to do their first U.S. tour in AIDS and 77, John Bonham dies. Well, I guess it was over drinking, I guess it was. So and
Oh,
when you look at all the tragedies that the Zeppelin had to go through, it kind of makes sense, when you think about it on the very under level there. He's kind of reluctant that something would happen to him or Jimmy Page or John Paul Jones. Well, not necessarily John Paul Jones. The story was, and you remember when I spoke about them. Apparently, Jones was not. What it was is that Plant, Page, and Bonham, reportedly to many legends, saw a satanic priest and made a deal for instant success. Jones wasn't the only one. Jones was the only one who did not participate in that meeting, which pretty much sums up why, though everything else happened to the three members, Jonesy got off unscathed. Now, Jones did not have that much a successful solo career as Robert Plant did. I mean, he was the one that out of the bunch that really made it big with his records. I mean, his solo records were being played unanimously a lot throughout the 80s and early 90s there. Jimmy Page, he kept trying to come up with a new Zeppelin of his own. He tried it with David Coverdale. Remember Doc Coverdale Page in '93? He tried The Firm with Paul Rogers, a Bad Company. Even, I guess you can say, there was a conversation that Plant and him had. Plant just basically said, "I don't want to sing Stairway to Heaven anymore." And Page was like, "Well, good luck to you then. Because apparently,
okay.
Plant is up to here with that song. It's like it's continuously played, it's constantly mentioned. I mean, when you think about it, it's like Deep Purple, they released a lot of great songs throughout the years, but the mainstream crowd is always looking at Smoke on the Water. And they often
Well,
do
Keith
that.
knows.
What do you
Keith
often do
knows
that?
that.
Go ahead.
Keith, what's the one? The levee breaks. You like that one?
Yeah.
When the levee breaks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great song there. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. And that became the theme song when Hurricane Katrina struck New Orleans
Oh,
years
I
back.
didn't even know that.
Pretty much there. Yeah, I know a
Well,
lot of.
I remember back then. I like when the, what? Wait, what year was it? 2005.
I think it may have been. Yeah.
Oh yeah, in 2005, I had no idea who Led Zeppelin was. Absolutely no
Oh.
idea.
if you were to say that to the kids of the people today, they would have probably got to smack it across the head.
Uh,
Because man, they were like a big influence on all the heavy metal hard rock bands out there.
yeah. In 2005, I was listening to reggaeton. I was listening to Linkin Park. I was listening to uh rock music, pop, rap, R&B,
Yeah,
hardcore rap.
right
Oh
there,
shit, my bad. I just messed up. I messed
right
up
there,
this shit. My bad. I thought I had a point, but I guess I didn't have a point.
right there.
All
Either
right.
way, no, either way, I know you like that's one song there. It's time for you to like the other ones.
What
Oh,
Ark? What ones did you have on your list?
One what's?
You-
Scandal.
Scandals.
Oh, I didn't really have a list. I was going to mention it's kind of on a personal level, but all the crap that went on with Fleetwood Mac.
Oh yeah. During the recording of Rumors, yeah,
Uh, okay,
three relationships.
let's break that down. When did that start? Obviously, Brown. Go ahead. When did that start? Like years? Because obviously they were together. They left, and the guitarist isn't there anymore, but the chick is
Oh
still
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
You know
but
what's
Stevie Nicks, yeah. Well, in the
right?
beginning, Stevie and Lindsey Buckingham were the item. They were
Yeah.
together. They even did a record together prior to joining Fleetwood Mac. Lindsey
Well, in
gets,
fact, they asked Lindsey Buckingham to join the band. He wouldn't do it without Stevie.
yeah, and they decided, hey, let's go for it there. She could add something new to the sound, which was a good decision. So
Right.
as a result now, the show they decided to record as it is, and it became very successful as a result. Songs like "Say You Love Me," "Monday Morning," "Rhiannon" became big hits. "Rumors," the album that came out afterwards, was written while Stevie and Lindsey broke up their romance. You know, Christine McVie and John McVie, they decided to end their marriage. Mick Fleetwood was having issues with his wife at the time. She was sleeping with somebody else who had turned out to be a friend of his. So after all that shit was going on, they decided still to keep the group together there because they had a big, they were a big item there. Ah, the RP man has arrived.
Jacob RPPP.
What's up, Jacob?
Hello,
Hello.
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the YR program and the Dr. Earl Show. Welcome,
Hey.
everybody. This
Mm-hmm.
is the
Talking
Dr. Earl
about
Show. This is the YR program where we do ask the hard-hitting questions. Dr. Earl,
Yeah, yeah.
we were talking about
if you were dropped on an island all by yourself, right, Dr. Earl?
Yeah.
And you could only bring one CD with you, with
Mm.
with a boombox. Which
Mm.
CD would you bring on that island?
It's a tough one because I have so many up there. Way so many. Believe me, I've had to bring that's a tough one to ask.
I would do
uh,
Painkiller by Judas Priest.
Mm.
Oh, come on.
I would do Eminem the Slim Shady LP.
Oh, nice, Keith.
I
Nice.
would,
Yeah.
even though, but you know what? I would admit, since it's going to be since I'm on the island, I figure out something with a summer atmosphere, which will probably have to be Sergeant
Eagles,
Pepper.
Jimmy Buffett over there.
No,
Jimmy Buffett.
Sergeant Pepper. Oh gosh.
RP, what do you think
I
about
would
Drake
bring.
Fighter?
I would bring.
Selena Cuyaninos.
I would bring. Get Rich or Die Trying by 50 Cent.
What?
Ah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I'm gonna have that.
Excellent choice. I love it. That would probably be my second pick.
I was
All
Thank
right.
you, Keith. Thank you, Keith. Thank
I
you.
was
You're
in
welcome.
seventh grade when that came out.
Really?
RP, do you know the song "Role Model" from the Slim Shady LP?
I heard of it. Yes, I heard of it.
What grade were you when that came out though, RP? Seriously.
What year did Get Rich or Die Trying come out? Keith, look that up.
2000, no, 2001, 2001.
2001.
Yeah.
I was probably in what class? I was born in '94, so
Oh,
I
I'm
was
thinking
7.
Candy Shop a different thing, or was it on that album?
I was born in '94, so I was 7 years old. I believe.
What?
So I was probably like in elementary school watching the Twin Towers come down, or I don't know, something.
Yeah.
Keith, what was Shop on that record, or was it later?
Well, you broke up a little bit. Say it again.
Candy.
No, Candy Shop was later. Candy Shop was on his next one. Well, he came out with first he came out with Get Rich or Die Trying, then he came out with Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack, and then he came out with the Massacre. And that
Yeah,
Massacre
Massacre.
had
Yeah.
Candy Shop. I think that was 2003 or
I think it was
2004.
Massacre, Keith. I think it was Massacre.
Yeah.
Yeah, Massacre. What other? Well, they were playing another. There was another song they were playing in like 2004, 2005 from 50 Cent.
Disco
What was it?
Inferno. Disco Inferno.
Oh
No,
yeah,
on the
Disco
radio.
Inferno.
It's on the radio a lot.
Just a little bit.
Little
Yeah.
mama, na-na-na-na-na. Little mama, na-na-na.
Well,
Yeah.
back to the topic. It's musical
Scandals.
scandals, RP. So like the Mike Jackson stuff.
The
Are
East
you
Coast West Coast feud.
do you are you a supporter of Michael Jackson, RP, or do you think he's guilty?
Um, I still listen to his music. I'm not gonna be
Uh,
like, oh, take off that Pito's music. No. It's a tough thing to even. I don't know. Like, what do you do? The guy's dead
I
anyway.
kind of think nowadays, I kind of think he did have Asperger's because it's similar to the Keith situation. It's like, in all seriousness,
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Keith at the time, in which Michael Jackson only could like associate with children because they have a mind of a child, and that's not being disrespectful, but that's what Asperger's is.
Well,
Correct?
Yeah.
but also keep in mind that Michael Jackson didn't really have that much of a childhood. Remember, when he was a wee kid, instead of playing in the playground and all that stuff, their dictator of a father had him performing almost consistently, recording music, doing shows, everything else there. So he didn't really have the chance to really have a childhood.
Now,
So
hold on. Now, back when MJ was playing around with all these kids and they were coming to his house, what was the reason for that? Was he doing a Make-A-Wish type of thing, or was it just the kids requesting him, or what?
Fans, like,
fans, they were fans, because a lot of kids out there were looking up to Michael Jackson as a role model. And I guess the
How?
parents
They
thought
were
it was
like,
okay.
how?
Hey,
They were like 7 or 8. They don't have role
well, it would
models.
be the equivalent of like us, like as like wrestling fans, like something that obviously kids watch cartoons, but like what adult role models is sports people, wrestling fans. So to be like if like I don't know, Randy Orton started getting kids to spend the night at his house. That's what Michael Jackson. His fans started come over. He made his house into a literally playground.
yeah,
All those rides and stuff, right?
yeah,
And I don't want to say Michael's defense, but what Michael's thing is the Asperger's like Keith.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm against Michael. I hate him. I don't. I think he's a piece of shit weirdo. But
Oh, come on.
that's the thing. I think he built that playground to attract the kids, and then I don't know. It's polarizing. People like Michael. People hate Michael. So
yeah.
So back to the drama.
Check out. I want
Anyway,
to tell you something.
which is a good subject, or which is a good phrase for this subject, because you know there were so many questions back in the '80s there about why does it have to be kids and not just full grown adults.
Well, Keith, would you ever want to spend the night at Michael Jackson's house?
You mean if I was a kid, yeah.
Oh, like just
What?
Huh?
in general, nowadays as an adult
No,
and a child,
no, I wouldn't.
As a kid? What?
as a
But
child, would you?
Now, let me also point it out. As we mentioned earlier, You know, a lot of kids looked up to Michael as an inspiration, you know, to dance and everything else there. One of those kids who appeared in one of his earlier videos, you know, his name was Wade Robson. He would later go on to choreograph all those dance moves for those pop music videos
Oh,
by
wait, hold
Britney
on.
Spears
Yeah,
and
basically
Sync.
like and
Don't
sync all the
kids
shit. Yeah, I
don't
saw that
kids
documentary.
look,
And he
don't
also,
kids look up to don't kids look up to like cartoons and superheroes? How does kids choose to look up to an artist? That makes no sense.
Like
well, you
rap,
never
bro.
know.
Look at nowadays. All the kids look up to the rappers and stuff. Lil
No
Wayne.
one looks up to the rappers
Kiss.
as
Oh, wait a minute,
no.
wait a minute. Don't remember back in the early 1979 when kids had to tone down their sound to please all these little kids. You know, it was to the members of Kiss. It was like,
Well,
what the
hold on
hell?
a
We're the
minute. Hold on a
what?
minute. People don't know what you're talking about, Brown. People don't know what you're saying.
Well, here's a
Uh, RP, listen, RP. Who do as well right now and as a child? Who did you look up to?
I looked up to John Cena. I looked
There
up
you
to
go. See
yeah.
what I mean?
Man,
I
I
looked
looked up
up
to
to
Roddy Piper when I was a
yeah,
teenager. Man, he was
yeah,
cool.
that was when I was 13, 14, not as a kid, you know. As
You
I
a
look
kid,
looked
like nowadays. I look up to people like Fatmouth Ken. You
ah,
know,
come on.
I looked up to Eminem for a
I look up
decade.
to Scott. No, let me
I
stop.
looked
I
up.
mean, look, you can I mean, you can say you look up to Bob Marley. He's inspiration to you. He inspires you.
No, what I looked up to was
What?
my parents. I didn't really look up to any really. Like, I started looking up to like people like when I was 13, and that was John Cena. I don't know why John Cena, but that's what it was.
What? At 13?
But besides that, I mean, I don't really remember any of my childhood look up to. Like, I don't really remember.
What about you, Dr. Brown?
Well, I usually
Yo,
looked up to the bands like, you know, guitar players like Randy Rhoads, Tony
Yeah.
Iommi,
You were a kid
the
when you were a kid.
Beatles. No, when I was an early teenager. When I was a kid, I looked up to, you know, Spider-Man, Batman, you know,
See,
Superman.
cartoons,
Yeah,
cartoons.
exactly. Yeah, I didn't know what
Hey.
pro wrestling was back in the day, let alone the Jackson Five there. So, but the
I
good
mean, look
thing,
at this, bro. People
you know what, the good thing about, you know, what kids look it up to the artists like, you know, Michael Jackson, Kiss, is that they later in their lives they just start to they learn to play guitar, drums, you know, learn to sing, dance, and everything,
look, they have
and they
School
have
of Rock.
careers, and they have their own careers. I mean, like, look at the kids who used to see Kiss when they were about 11 or 12. They would grow up
Yo,
to
I
have
gotta say
bands
something.
of their own. That some of those bands would become, you know, members of Skid Row, Firehouse, and such and such and such.
I gotta say something. All right, so let's rewind a little bit. RP. Okay, so Role Model was on the Slim Shady LP, and I wrote lyrics to that beat when I was 18 for this rap contest, and I at the rap
What?
contest. I wrote my own song. It took me a week, and I wrote it to the song Role Model on the Slim Shady LP, which was the CD I picked to be on the island.
What?
So you
Are
want
you
to hear the
kidding
rap
me?
now?
No, I'm good, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I can't believe you don't want to hear
I
the
can't.
rap now, Jacob
Here.
RP.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, go
All
ahead.
right.
Keith. Go ahead.
All
Keith.
right,
Some of it. Just a
let's see
little
what this
piece of it.
sounds like.
Yesterday morning, I signed a cord with a slashed up door. I looked up at the sky, was it gonna rain or gonna pour? I thought about that song from the Baker Boys. How it go?
Yeah.
Isolated thunderstorms. It reminded me.
Transvestite Les. Transvestite Les. I know this
Oh
one.
yeah, yeah. It reminded me of the time I was walking down the street. This angry duck, he was chasing after me. I was able to run 3.5 miles ahead. I stopped and I saw this girl with a red head. I started talking to her. It turned out she was a transvestite Les. So
Oh,
um,
jeez.
I know you still there.
to, I bounced out of school
Yeah,
because
All
he's
right, that's enough,
listening.
Keith. I
Okay,
remember
Keith,
this
quit,
song. I
dude.
remember this song.
I had to take a whiz. I had to
Arnolia.
see if I
Quit.
could go.
Hello.
Keith, stop.
Oh my.
Keith, enough, dude.
Oh, all right.
Arnolia, are you
Thank
still there?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still here.
I have a question. Arnolia, are you married or do you have a girlfriend by any chance?
Actually, I was married. I'm divorced now.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Oh
see,
shit.
why do you have to be
I have a
divorced?
question. I have a question.
Okay.
So I said something really mean to a girl of mine, right? and she doesn't want to talk to me. What do I do? How do I bounce back?
Wait, what'd you say? Tell us the story. Come on.
I said something really mean to this girl, and she doesn't want to talk to me.
To the Spain
we
chick?
like each other. We like each other. It's just that she's
To the
mad at
Spain
me for
chick?
what I said.
To the Spain chick?
Yes. The Spain
Oh, what'd you say? Break it
I
down.
said something really mean, and she doesn't want to talk to me.
Bro, what'd you say?
What'd you say, dude?
You don't want to be a baby daddy or something? You don't want to be a stepdaddy?
No.
Don't want to
It's
get
just-
married?
I
Did
said
you try to
something.
apologize?
Yeah, I did, but she's still on it. She's like,
But
you
what
can't-
did you say, bro? She's fat?
no, it's something mean. But I didn't curse at her. It's just I said something to her which was mean to her. And
Then
Which
what did you say?
was?
Pretend I'm her. Pretend I'm her. Say it to
all
me.
right, so look at what are.
I mean,
This
what,
is
what,
getting weird.
do you not understand? We want to know what you said. Like, tell us
Nah,
what
I
you said.
can't say it. I can't say it.
Wow.
What do I do, Arnolia? How do I make her feel?
It
how do I make her
depends.
talk
What
to me?
did you say?
How do I make her talk to me again, Arnolia?
Well,
Probably
basically, you do need to
apologize.
apologize somehow. I don't know the best method to do it. Just tell her, hey, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I say DM her. I say, hey, I'm really sorry about what I said the other day there. Hope we could still talk
Here,
and
bring
hang
her on the
out.
show.
Forgive me there.
Keith, bring her on the show. Put her at the call.
Okay. What's her name?
What is it, Veronica? Veronica Mars?
Veronica.
What's that?
Your girlfriend?
No.
No, it's a Spanish name.
Nice.
That's that in that LFO song. Veronica.
Some Spanish name like Sally Lopez or some shit.
Nah, her name. What is her name?
Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
Yeah.
Did you just say, what is her name?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Hold on.
You already forgot her name, dude.
Okay.
It's, wait.
All right. I'll end.
Sharon. There we go. Sharon.
Sharon.
Oh, I just said Veronica.
There we go.
I just added Veronica.
Oh, I was drinking on the way home.
Bro, what did you say to her? Did you call her a name?
No, I said that's see. I said, see, that's why your exes treated you the way they did.
Ooh.
Ooh.
But what did you do?
She feels as if I threw it in her face because he was in a lot of abusive relationships.
Oh,
And then-
that stinks.
But I wasn't hinting to that. I was hinting to like that's why guys left you or like talk to you the way they did because she was being mean to me. She was being really mean to me.
Like,
The
why?
whole
I thought
Well,
she
we
fucking
know.
baked you-
Well, we know the reason why. Many
Didn't
girls.
she bake you a cake and all that shit or whatever?
No, she was being mean before I said that. The whole day she was being mean to me. It slipped out. I'm like, all right, so that's why all these niggas treated you the way they did. Like, fuck.
The better way to say it was simply how come you acting this way towards me when I done nothing to you? And if
Yeah,
it's
baby.
because of what it was because of the other guys who treated you the way they did. Don't take it out with me. Take it up with them.
Yo, let
That
let
sounds
Dr.
pretty smart. That
Bro,
sounds-
you need to let Dr. Brown talk to her and let him pet your girlfriend's pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that magic touch. No, but
Keith, what do I do, Keith? Nah, let me stop.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Keith,
but
any
back to
advice,
the
Keith?
back to the music. Back to the
So
music.
back to the music,
Back
Do you
to the
think
music.
the
Do you think
musical
Drake-
drama.
do you support Drake that he's that he ghostwrites his beats? Or not doesn't ghostwrite his beat, but he doesn't write his own beats basically.
He definitely,
Lyrics. No, he
definitely-
doesn't write his
Lyrics.
own lyrics.
he definitely,
Lyrics.
he can't be considered top 5 rappers of all time. He can't.
Come on.
He can be considered top like artists of all
Even
time.
Brown appreciates Drake to an extent,
Well,
right?
a
Yeah.
couple of songs. See, I do dig from him. I admit there, but I don't have.
I mean,
any of his
he
records.
makes the ladies go, and if you play some Drake, the ladies will appreciate you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And plus, you got to remember, he was also an actor. He hails from Canada. He starred on a TV show called Degrassi: The Next Generation.
You used to watch that show?
No, I just heard about it years back,
Ah.
but Degrassi was like a big teen drama over in Canada there.
Yeah. It was like their Dawson's Creek.
The guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah, yeah,
Um.
that was him.
But like in Duppy, Jacob RP and Duppy, he says, whoever supposedly making me hits, but ain't got no hits, sound like they need me. My hooks did it, my lyrics did it, my spirit did it. I'm fearless with it. Yo, he's so he's trying to help Quentin Miller. Quentin Miller is the ghostwriter. Like, but I do know a lot of my favorite Drake songs are written by Quentin Miller, but
Keith,
it's like,
you do sag your cargo pants, correct?
yes,
Oh
yeah,
God, no.
He sags.
So
I
you have
said
those. So wait, Keith, do you have those strings falling down for the pants?
Oh
no.
gosh.
I know what you're talking about.
I hate that shit.
Mine be getting them Coles cargo shorts and be sagging them
Yep.
with some sandal socks.
Hell no.
Well, I'm only in sandal socks at my house.
Mm.
Otherwise, I wear sneakers.
Jordans.
Mm.
No, not Jordans. I've been getting Nike for like the past like 5 years.
Well, that's good
Wow.
there. Just don't
Really?
get any Crocs.
Okay. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Nike's been fitting well for me.
Nice.
Yep. I say I pay average like. Never mind.
I had a good day today.
That's good.
I
All
went
right.
to work.
Ooh.
I went to work.
What?
I took out a transmission out of a car today.
Mm.
Now that chick doesn't want to ever talk to you again. Watch.
So yeah, I'm pretty upset about that, bro. I like her a lot.
Well,
Jacob RP have
all you
saw
get,
Duffy.
all I can say is just issue an apology through DMs or a voicemail or whichever there, and let it go from that. If she decides to talk to you afterwards, that's good. You're on the mends. If not, just move on.
Can I force her to talk to me or no?
No,
No.
not a good idea.
I'm just kidding.
I know
What?
there.
Can I call her on private 20 times? Oh man. Nah, I'm gonna just go down the route of calling her 20 times on private. Sometimes,
She blocked you?
yeah, she did.
Wow.
Ooh, that's serious.
Right.
But she answered my WhatsApp text. You guys know what WhatsApp is?
Yeah, I
heard
know
of
what.
that. Yeah, it's like a app for your phone there to talk to people.
Yeah, and I called her once, but she did answer. I called once and she answered. And it wasn't private, but she answered. We talked, and she said that was fucked up, Jacob, blah, blah, blah. She said that I could have any nigga that I want if I wanted to, and you're treating me the way you are.
What?
And she's like, if I really wanted to, I can call my ex right now to come fuck this pussy. And I said, I'm like, what? Why would you tell me that?
What?
Why would you tell me that? Why would a girl tell a guy, if I wanted to call my ex right now to come fuck me, I would? She told me that today, bro.
Wow.
The ex that's locked up. She's like, I'll call him right now to come home and fuck this pussy. She said that to me.
Oh. Was
Wow.
it
Ghetto.
Wow,
She's
man.
very ghetto. She's very ghetto.
She
Like,
thug.
her mouth is very ghetto. Like she talks very ghetto.
Usually the girls with the filthy mouths are the always ones to get, I guess.
Like she says, bruh. You know how some people say bruh or like,
Yeah,
Hey, bro. Yeah.
like
bro.
nigga, but like in the sense of like as a person. Oh, my nigga, like that. Like she
Yeah,
talks
with
like
the A at the end there instead of the ER, which is
Right.
derogatory.
Right.
that. But yeah, man, I fucked up, but she didn't
Bro,
block.
you're returning, bro.
Wait, is her baby daddy black?
No, he's Spanish
Wow. He's really gonna fuck you up then, bro.
with muscles too. But I mean, I'll be all right.
Zap your
I'm a
piece by your
mechanic.
side.
I'm a mechanic. I have strong hands, and I have wrenches in my car, and I have stuff in my car.
You know what? The good thing to get me is one of those big ass wrenches. I remember seeing one of these wrenches at a hardware store back in Richmond, Michigan. It costs about so and so amount of dollars, but it's a big motherfucker. It's like as long as a fencing sword or something like that. but it was massively big. The best thing to do is have that in the trunk of your car or in your back seat in case you run into this motherfucker.
Kurt alert! That's one of Ken's best fucking clips. Kurt alert!
Nah, come on. Nah, it's not that good. So back to the musical drama.
Right?
What about what about Big and Tupac?
What about R. Kelly? Does R. Kelly get that same treatment of Michael Jackson?
Yes, he was on the list as well for scandals.
Wow.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's going to
You know what's
prison.
crazy? You know what's crazy? So apparently, they said that they're going to be playing a video of him actually having sex with a minor in court. They're going to play that video in court.
Oh, that video's been out since 2002 when that whole
Ah,
story
come on.
broke out.
Come on.
It is. It's there was bootleg versions of that tape out there that were out on the market for a while there, but they stopped selling that because they realized it was illegal property.
We won't find that in your computer, right, Keith? Nah.
Ah,
Yeah. I got nothing. Nobody will find nothing.
Really? No, let me stop.
yeah.
I'm home. Dogs. Hello. Oh, where my dogs at? What the fuck?
Where my dog's at?
Hello. Dog. Home.
That- Oh my
Who
god.
let the
Wire,
dogs out?
Wire, did you get the? Did you hear that song that I sent you, Lord Give Me a Sign by DMX?
No. Is
Uh,
it good?
Lord, give me a sign.
Yeah. Lord, give me a sign. Let me what's I don't know. It's like it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's a song with, well, a godly song.
Yeah, I sent it to you yesterday. I don't know why you didn't get it.
Lord, give me a pond. Jacob RP,
Wait,
roll
so
up.
you heard that song?
No.
Okay.
So
Lord, give
Jacob,
me.
Wire brought up the Tupac and Biggie situation. The beef between the East Coast West Coast feud there. Suge Knight versus P Diddy. What are your thoughts about that one? You think did you think Suge Knight was the perpetrator in that whole feud? Because in a lot of ways he was. You think Suge was jealous of P Diddy getting most of the attention?
I do.
Because Suge Knight was one of those guys that wanted all the world to bow to him. Like a drug dealer wants all the drug users to bow to him when they want their supply.
Yeah, I remember at the awards show, like
Source Awards, yeah.
the Source Awards, Suge Knight it got up and said, "Yo, anyone want to come over to Death Row? Like, come over. No talking over your videos. No getting all in your videos. And just sit back, coach. Yeah, let you do you, and come over here." And everyone was like, "Boo!" And then he left. So then Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre came out, and they're like, "Make some noise for the motherfucking West Coast." And they were like making a little bit of noise. And he was like, you got Snoop Dogg was like, "You got no love for Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre? The East Coast ain't got no love for Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre? Make some motherfucking noise." And then they made noise. And Snoop Dogg like,
The
"We know
bad
where we're at.
noise.
We're in New York, dude." Yeah. And that's it.
Yeah, I remember that whole scenario as well there. P.
Yeah.
Diddy was, I think because, P. Diddy was, in every video that was out there, whether it's Danny D. Kane or Cassie,
Yeah.
that girl
Yeah.
Cassie, who he later got
Oh, yeah.
involved in. He had all these artists on his solo records there. I mean, like he was with Biggie's videos all the time there, adding little repertoires of words here and there. And I
Yeah.
guess that pissed off Suge. I guess the idea was that Suge wanted the attention ball for himself, and P Diddy was grabbing most of it. And I guess he wanted find out where Diddy was located so we could probably end him. In fact, here's something else. Vanilla Ice, remember him? He was
Yeah.
confronted by apparently was confronted by Suge Knight. He stated that in an interview years ago when ABC News did a look on Suge. Now, years on down the line for that behind the music show they did on Vanilla Ice, he said that whole thing was all made up. Why did it was all just a joke there? We had a little talk and that was about it, But I'm suspecting, maybe some of Suge's people got a hold of Vanilla Ice and told him, "You ever tell them what really happened? We'll come and knock the shit out of you." So that's probably why he did that. Told that whole it was all just a blow it out of proportion shit on that behind the music show there.
Yeah. And then Diddy had another thing with like when MGK made Kill Shot,
Mm-hmm.
and Diddy put the green light on MGK to make dissing Eminem. Because Eminem said something on his album about MGK. MGK came back with Rap Devil, and then Eminem came out with Kill Shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then MGK was wearing the shirt, like it said "Kill Shot" on the front, and it said on the back of the shirt it said "You missed."
Mm-hmm. Oh wow!
So
There.
and yeah, so then 50, no, I think 50 say he was gonna do something to Diddy because MGK was put out there to do that by Diddy.
Wow. So much beef going on between these rappers nowadays. It makes you wonder. It's like, what did the rappers back then in the early '80s who preached against this stuff going on? What did they have to say about it? Because back in remember the '80s, there were rap songs like "White Lines Don't Do Them" by Grandmaster Melly Mel, and then we all of a sudden we get rappers of today talking about how much money they make while dealing drugs, like "Duffel Bag Boy" by DJ Khaled.
What?
Yeah. I remember hearing that song.
That's CD Player Circle featuring Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, never mind. Oh, there's the song Brown Paper Bag by DJ Khaled. And then Duffel Bag Boy is Player Circle featuring Lil Wayne.
Okay. And a whole bunch of others as well there, other than with Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, dude. It's just the idea, we got so much beef going on that rapping. I mean, you got to remember, Little Kim had to go to prison because, because of perjury, she had to protect some sort of so-and-so, from this crime scenario that was going on. But in doing that, she had to go to prison herself for perjury, which is illegal.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Right there. So much bullshit in the hip-hop game of today there. It's, kind of makes you wonder why Machine Gun Kelly decided to become a pop rock star afterwards. The only thing I want to know is why in the world is he wearing all this pink? Let alone play a pink-colored guitar. Because I'm sorry, if any man's going to wear pink, it has the word Floyd right next to it. That's what I have to say. And plus, I saw this on a T-shirt there. Men do not wear pink. They eat it. Which is basically true.
Dr. Earl, remember when Pimp C was dissing Atlanta and dissing the R&B singer Neo? He was saying Pimp C. He was saying yo, Atlanta's not dirty South. Atlanta's East Coast because they're on the East Coast time zone. So Atlanta should stop faking about how they're dirty South. The East Coast on the East Coast time zone. And then Pimp C also said, yo, Neo's a faggot. He wears makeup and lipstick and bitch. And
I don't know about this.
and Yeah, and Neo, you cocksucker, come out of the closet. He said that. You want me to find this on YouTube?
Yeah, see if you could find this, because this is all
Okay.
new to me, man.
Pepsi. This is. Oh, hold on, hold on.
Dissy
Fuck.
Neo. Right there. And whose timer is just going off?
I guess it was me.
Ah, okay, there.
Hmm.
Right.
Dr. Brown, have you ever ate a bush pussy?
I have. Not too,
What?
but not what
Uh,
the hair was not too thick. Thank goodness for that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Pepsi, distant. Okay. Atlanta.
One pussy I will not touch is was one with multiple bouts of hair. I mean, like
What?
I would love to get to the girl's clit without using bug spray. Thank you very much.
Oh my God. Or a rake.
Oh, shit. I should have done this. Oh, fuck. I did it on Google. I should have done it on YouTube.
Or using another
Guys,
alt account.
guys, what do you think of this? I get these, chick accounts on Twitter here following me, but all they have is pictures of themselves. They're all so pretty in their bikinis and their little dresses, and they have the most idiotic names ever. And you know what? I don't follow them back. A couple of them I've even blocked. I just got this one who calls herself Denise Rosell. No tweets, just three photos of herself, poorly of herself, and that was it. Oh, it's probably just joined
Sure.
YouTube. It's looking for followers. Well, put out some regular tweets and let us know that you're legit, and that's just a fake ass account.
All right. I'm putting in the chat right now.
All right, good, good.
Okay. Yep. I don't. I don't know if it's the exact one I was thinking of, but it's pretty damn close.
Right there,
What's the language, Keith, please?
Okay.
right
It's
there.
pretty close.
I'm kind of reluctant to click onto it. I'll do it on the phone here. Play a little bit here, but
All
I'll
right.
keep the whole thing back there, so we don't get hit like we did
Yeah.
before. Well, not necessarily hit, but gotta notice either way. Blah blah blah.
Oh, that reminds me, I got a copyright notice in the one from yesterday, and I'm sitting here going,
Really?
why? We didn't play any songs.
Hmm. Really? Because I didn't get one,
Weird.
and this was in your Gmail.
Well, no, actually, it was, where you can look at your videos.
Ah, okay. So it's from YouTube there.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there going, what, did I say somebody's name?
Not that I know of.
No, I mean, I'm trying to figure out why I got a copyright
Okay.
claim.
I don't know why either, man.
Or maybe one of Keith's raps were so good they thought it was the real thing.
Oh gosh, maybe so. I don't know there.
Oh, what? What's happening? What?
I had a copyright claim on my video on my
On his
YouTube
end.
video.
On his end.
Oh. Oh, all right.
And
Maybe
I'm
raps
blaming
were so
you.
good. It's real.
Wait, how do you know it's Keith?
I didn't. I just said that.
Oh.
Mm. Come on,
Yeah.
Huh.
Are you playing the video?
I played a little bit there, but you remember I don't want to get hit either myself, so I have to do it from a very distance there. But in a way,
Oh,
you could still hear it there.
okay.
Right.
Keith, you playing this?
No, I am.
No.
Oh.
And by the way, Pimp C has been no longer with us for many years there.
Yeah, I know.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you guys listening to?
It's Pimp C talking about the ATL rap scene. But we have to keep it a distance so because this is from another YouTube video.
RP, you know who Pimp C is?
Look at my arms. Look at my arms.
What?
Look at my arms.
Yeah, I see the tats there. Nice.
It's not tats.
The what?
It's not tattoos.
I couldn't see. Oh shit. Holy
RP,
cow,
you know who
dude.
Pimp C is?
It's from working on cars all day.
Damn, I see. Yeah, my bad for that.
Keith, what did you say, Keith?
RP, you know what Pimp C... RP, you know who Pimp C is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is he good?
Yeah.
To you, is he good? To you?
Yes. Yeah, definitely. He has
Role
that...
model.
No, he's not a role model. No. My role models are Drake and Donald Trump.
Keith.
And
And YR.
Thank you.
No Young
Yeah.
Jeezy?
Keith.
Oh, okay. Well, YR's more like a mentor or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
Keith. People are interrupting you talking. Just go, hello.
Okay.
All right.
Like YR usually does.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, I love when YR does it with the effects and the mic.
You like that, right? It works. Yeah.
Or you could do it
so
like I did to Keith one time. Just go, something like that.
So Pimp C, he just at Atlanta. He said Atlanta's not dirty South. Atlanta's East Coast because they have the East Coast time zone. And he just Neo, the R&B singer, for putting on lipstick and makeup, and he's Pimp C says Neo's gay.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. That's what Pimp C said.
We support the gays here.
Yep.
And besides, Atlanta is in the South area, along with Texas and Georgia there, and Alabama.
Yeah. Yeah, Pimp C's from Port Arthur, Texas, near Houston, Texas.
Keith, how do you feel about Gunna being arrested with Young Thug?
Did that just happen?
Who?
No, that's unfortunate. I do like Gunna. I do like Young Thug. And they make great. Gunna makes great music. Young Thug makes great music. They're like they're in the list of rappers in the new school.
Really?
Yep. I mean, at least for me, they are. Like, they're one of the rappers that are leading the new school of rappers.
I don't know about Young Thug though. Gunna definitely is.
Well, Young Thug, I think he got
around since what, 2011, 2012, I think.
Yeah. My favorite Young Thug song is "Out the Ball." He's like, I got the fish jumping out the I got the fish scale jumping out the bowl. I got the fish scale jumping out the bowl. I forgot how it goes. Yo, that song is crazy. I got the fish scale jumping out the bowl. I got the fish scale jumping out the bowl. And that was like one of them things. A D word.
Yo, I have a thing to say to everybody. So, last night, Bullfrog accused me of being the one that's texting his parents.
Bro, he sent me the same fucking
gosh,
thing. He sent me and
God.
12 other people the same thing, RP.
Oh, so he sent other people the same.
Yeah, because I told people, because I was pissed off just like you. And I said, can you believe this motherfucker? And they're like, yeah, he sent me the same thing. I'm like,
Oh,
And he's yet to send me the same thing, but I've yet to even get that yet. But I know he's been said that it was all according to apparently he was saying shit like it was Carlos was the one who came up with that lie about Bullfrog, according to Prince. But you may remember Prince saying it was Carlos that came up with that whole idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So those two need to be put on blast, let alone
Do you,
integration.
do you think he said it to Ken?
Imagine.
uh,
Yo, so did
I-
you hear that, RP? That JWoww on the Jersey Shore, her fiance is on AEW, and it came out today that he said he wants her to join her in the ring, like
Who
be a
is her?
wrestler. What?
Who is her fiance? I know it's someone.
He's like no name on AEW though. He's like on the dark.
Mid Carter.
Yeah, like
Oh,
So
yeah.
what is the guy's name?
Zach Clayton.
Zach Clayton.
sounds
That
like
He
reminds
looks like
me
your
of-
average wrestler, but
All right.
a big name. Zach fucking what?
but wouldn't that be something if AEW signed JWoww from the Jersey Shore to be a wrestler? The fuck? Like, that's a real diva, bro.
Nowadays, anything can happen in wrestling. To be honest, anybody could be wrestlers now.
Well, the fucking Jake Paul shit's incredible.
I know.
Incredible.
Yeah,
That's
Logan
true
Paul.
there.
Or Logan Paul, yeah, that one.
Logan Paul. He has good athleticism. He has charisma. He
I
has. Sorry.
I thought the most cheesiest one when Diamond Dallas Page got Jay Leno to wrestle with him against Dennis Rodman and Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, but Dennis Rodman was the best. He was the best. He was awesome.
No, they didn't have Jay Leno. Didn't he have Karl Malone too, or is that a separate thing?
I think it's a separate thing there.
Yeah, Karl Malone. You know, to me it sucked when they had Snooki on WrestleMania, bro. That sucked.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was horrible, bro. Oh my
Me?
god.
Snooki wants smush smush. Snooki wants smush smush.
Keith, you're on fire.
Keith, what
Yeah.
brand ice cream do you eat?
Haagen
Haagen-Dazs, right?
Publix. Yeah, Publix.
Haagen-Dazs. You like
Stone
Haagen-Dazs the
Cold,
best?
Stone Cold Creamery. Cold Stone Creamery.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
I see those.
And that's it.
Give me 3 ice cream flavors, all of you, that you guys like.
Chocolate chip cookie dough, mint chocolate chip, and strawberry.
Mine would have to be mint chocolate chip, chocolate, French vanilla, homemade vanilla, and what's that other one? Oh yeah, I forgot. That's
Because
about it,
you know
I guess.
Bluebell, because we have Bluebell brand in Texas, which is the best.
Wow,
Bluebell.
lots of them. Lots of them. They're all over the place.
There's Bluebell in Florida.
Yeah, Bluebell's bland to me. Very bland.
How do y'all get it over there? It's made in Texas.
I don't know. I guess truckers driving, shipping it. Yeah, they put it in the trucks and they drive it.
What?
Out to the truckers.
What? Tony delivers ice cream to your local store?
Oh God. Kind of reminds me of that one Cheech and Chong movie called Nice Dreams.
Yes.
If you saw that movie, you know what I'm talking about. And knowing Tony, how the stoner he is. Add two and two together.
Speaking of like truckers and shipping shit, I was watching 60 Minutes this past Sunday night with my mom, and they were talking about how like climate change is ruining the crop, the vegetables that they're growing and the fruit that they're growing. It was showing what climate change was doing
They've
to
been
it.
blaming climate change for ages, for this, for that. The icebergs melting in the North Pole.
Blaming for agents?
Ages.
Bro, I just got undressed on video. What the fuck? Sorry about that. You guys see it?
Oh, did I just derail the show?
By the way, here, the fiance of JWoww. His name is Zach Clayton Carpinello,
What?
and he is a professional wrestler.
I just had someone pull a
And
knife
they
on me, bro. The fuck?
what?
Uh,
Were you
Went to go get a
outside?
soda. Yeah, I went to go get a soda at the machine, and someone pulled a knife on me.
holy
I don't
shit.
know if they're from the
Really?
community or what.
Damn.
Wow.
And what'd you say or do?
I fucking punched him in the face, and I ran
Oh,
off.
Hmm.
All right,
cool.
go ahead, Keith. What's your? Let's see, what else do we have? There was a lot of more. What about the James Brown stuff?
You mean
Uh,
with his last wife there? You know, being cut out of the will and stuff.
His controversy, like, did he get caught smoking PCP and stuff?
James Brown. Um,
Other
He
than
was.
that, the only scandal I remember was when he led the police on this wild goose chase after they were grabbing a shotgun and shooting up some joint because somebody used his private bathroom. And that was back
Yeah.
in 1988. But then again, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
oh, I'm
Look
gonna
up
look
some
at
more
my favorite.
rap controversies, Keith. Rap issues.
Yeah, so I know like Diddy had a problem with fucking Eminem talking about MGK. Okay. My favorite Pimp C song is "Pulling Up." Pulling Up.
Hmm.
Yeah. So let's see what other rap. Uh, well, let's see.
I'll
I
be
don't know.
back.
There's a rap beef between Ludacris and no, Ludacris um and Ti. You guys want like rap beefs or management? Hello.
Hello.
Yo, you guys want like rap beefs or management beefs?
We lost everybody else apparently.
Oh,
Hello, Keith. The rap. Never mind.
okay. Fucking all right. Like, yo, like so Ludacris. Uh, wait, who? Young Jeezy? No, Ti said something about Ludacris, and Ludacris like, motherfucker, I'm a monster in this game, similar to the Loch Ness. My rhymes was never rooted. Some just gotta process. I've been telling the truth in this rapping. Like when I say it, it's either done or about to happen. Um, some blah 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 blah. So please stay off the TIP of my dick. I hear them talking, but they're about to get the ass stomped. Oh yeah, and then like Lil Flip was beefing with Ti, and then Ti was um Ti was saying this and that. Lil Flip, this and that. It got heated. Like someone was gonna get shot between Lil Flip and Ti. Like it got crazy, and then Jay Prince stepped in the middle. Jay Prince was like, "Yo, you need to come together, get money. When we come together, get money." So Ti, Lil Flip was like, "Yeah, sorry, Ti." Ti was like, "I'm sorry, Lil Flip. We'll get this money." Um, and then um, like Eminem had beef with like
I'm back.
Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Britney Spears, LFO.
By the
Uh,
way, we got to bring that up. Remember that Wade Robson guy I told you about who was in Michael Jackson's Jam video from '91? He would years on, and remember all the choreographing he did for the music videos by those guys that Keith just mentioned. He was one
yeah,
of the guys who testified that Michael Jackson did touch him, did inappropriately did some shit to him. In fact, there was a documentary on HBO called Leaving Neverland, which I guess Robson was talking about how traumatized he was, and such and such and such there, you know. Now I'm not. I was never there when that whole shit went down. Let alone watch the show there. But I do also know that he may have been. Here's a different scandal here. He may have been the one that helped break up Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake because they were
Well,
seeing each other back at around the early 2000s.
yeah,
Because apparently, she cheated on Timberlake with Robson.
yeah. And then Justin Timberlake came out with the song "What Goes Around Comes Around." I love that song for like 10 years straight. And that I know that was about Britney Spears. It was a damn good song for
Actually,
real.
the one that came out, the one you're looking for is "Cry Me a River."
Yeah, that too. That too. Two
Yeah.
songs: "Cry Me a
In
River"
fact,
and
I'm
"Goes
looking
Around
for a
Comes Around."
photo I saw of them kissing one another, Robson and Spears.
Uh,
Okay, I'm looking for it right now. Blah blah blah. And let's not forget, Robson had the Wade Robson Project on MTV, which was a dance competition show there.
yeah.
All right, there. Let's see what we got here.
Yo, Brown, do you know this band Howling Diablos?
Bahao and Diablos. I have heard of them.
Hmm.
Yo, I know Pablo Diablo.
All right.
Pablo Diablo. He did this
Petey
skit.
Pablo.
Yeah. Yep.
Howlin'
North
Diablos. Are they
Carolina.
in Detroit? Where are they from, by the chance?
He's the big Petey Pablo.
What? I couldn't hear you,
Petey
Wire.
Pablo? Pablo?
Yeah, I know Petey Pablo, but your mic is needs to
Yeah, I
be
was going to
fixed.
say your mic is fucking up, man.
Yo, Petey Pablo.
Yeah, I know Petey Pablo. North Carolina, come on and raise up. Take your shirt off.
Said
Twist around your
Petey.
head like a helicopter.
Hello.
There we go. That's what Jacob
Keith,
was talking about.
Keith, I said Petey Pablo.
Yes, North Carolina, come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. Twist around your head like a helicopter. South Carolina, come on and raise up. So it's for you, us. Who am I? PD Pop, motherfucker. I'm the real. Yo, you remember that song, Raise Up? North Carolina, by PD Pablo. North Carolina, come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. Twist around your head like a helicopter. South Carolina, come on and raise up. This one's for you, us. Yo, that song is ill, man. Yo, I be requesting to the DJ every time I go to the dance in North Carolina. I might play PD Pablo, Raise Up. All the time he's like, "No, I ain't got that song." I'm like, "What? You ain't got PD Pablo, Raise Up, and we in North Carolina?" Damn. Every single time I go to North Carolina and I go to the dance, the DJ does not have "Raise Up" by Petey Pablo. I'm like, what the fuck? I just want to hear like, I'm in North Carolina. I want to hear North Carolina, come on and raise up, take your shirt off, twist around your head like a helicopter. South Carolina, come on and raise up. So you, who am I? Petey Pablo, motherfucker. I'm a country boy. I don't know the lyrics. I don't know the lyrics.
Okay, there.
Should I look up the lyrics to that song?
No.
Okay.
I did sometime. We're going to probably end the show pretty soon there because I got stuff to take care of here.
Oh yeah.
Right there. And that photo of Britney Spears kissing on Wade Robson is in the Skype chat down.
Oh
Getting up
okay.
there right now. It should be up there fully loaded.
All right. Cool.
All right, there.
Nice.
All right, so that's pretty much it on my part. I got some stuff to do. I am going to leave the call here because I got things to do, as I mentioned here.
Me too.
Right there. All right, there. For everyone who was expecting, to go live on my end, hopefully I'm going to work on the computer here and see what the fuck is up with here so I can do my music stream later on this evening. If not, hopefully I can get it done before tomorrow night so I can continue it on that night there when I get home from work. In the meantime, you guys take
Well,
care. What?
We can help fix it or whatever.
What? You want to help with it fix it?
Stay on
What?
the call so we can help you fix it.
Okay, I will. I'll end my end right now, and we'll see you next time, everybody.
Okay, bye
All right.
everybody. I'm going too.
All right, there. Bye bye.